Well, that just took everything out of me, but it was good exercise. And look how pretty the straight lines look. Doesn't that look wonderful? And the smell of fresh cut grass, nothing more like it. I'm out of breath, but it's a good out of breath. You know, I did from here all the way to the end, and now I still have to do that end, but I'm gonna take a water break. It's very hot here, almost 30 degrees today, but rain is coming tonight, and I wanted it done because then it just gets taller and thicker and it's harder to cut. So look how pretty. It goes all the way down there. Looks good. There's so many more projects to do. Each day I try to tackle a little bit. I'm working full time. I'm running a household. I'm planting. I'm videotaping. I am editing. It's a lot. So I have to pace myself, not stress myself. I'm getting bitten by a mosquito. So as much as we want this hot weather, these mosquitoes are making me die. Like, they're so aggressive. It's just crazy. Last night I tried to sit outside, read a book in the shade. Impossible. Too many mosquitoes. I may have to invest money and get everything sprayed, but we'll see. So I have this beautiful terracotta pot made in Italy. I bought it from HomeSense, Home Goods, and I got a gift certificate from my friend Karen, and I ran there and I spent it right away on a terracotta pot. I wanted to have something that when I look at it, I think of her, and this is so beautiful. I showed her right away. Look how pretty, and I love the shape. Made in Italy. I think it was $39. I think that's what I paid. I bought it last year. So I wanted to plant that up. And last year I had it on my porch, but this year I want to enjoy it more because I do sit on my porch, but there's no sun there per se. So, and I have my other round pots. I wanted somewhere special for this, and this is what I'm choosing this year. So I'm going to put it right here under where my herb garden is. It's a perfect little spot. It will hide the window. And I'm gonna put some beautiful flowers in there. So I think the location is great, and I get to enjoy it here because I sit in this little shade side garden a lot. It only gets about 3 hours per day of very strong sun. So this is where I hide on a hot summer day. So I think this is perfect here. So my first thought was to use these beautiful geraniums, these beautiful yellow begonias, and then the salvia. I was thinking of this mix, but then I remembered I had those beautiful red begonias, and I think the area where I'm putting it in suits that. Are they not stunning? I think it will look so beautiful in here. The color is just like corally red, and I got each one for $1. So I think this is the perfect choice. Let's plant it up. look how beautiful this looks. Sometimes I could be sitting there and I get a great idea and I just go with it. And this was one of them. I was trying to figure out where to put these beautiful begonias, and this is the perfect pot this year. Last year I had some kind of yellowy, viney thing. What was it? I don't even remember. I'd have to look at my other video. And this year I have this beautiful begonia that cost me $3. Yep, I have a witness. Sabina was with me. They were on special, $1 each. So I put three containers of begonias in here. $3. Amazing. Let's put it in its place. It needs a major watering. They're kind of burnt a little bit. I left them out in the sun, but they still are stunning. Wow, she's a beauty right here. I think it's the perfect spot with the other terracotta and the flowers that are in there. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I love it. Let me water her. Let's give our tomatoes some water. Everything is, it's very dry here, but I'm waiting because this rainstorm is supposed to come tonight. I'm so happy how this little area looks, and it's going to keep changing. And more things are going to get bigger and more blooms. We're going to have tomatoes soon. And yeah, I just love this area. Love it. I think my favorite thing to do is to have an iced coffee and a really good read. And then just to sit here, and then the breeze comes by and there's nice shade and it's quiet. Nobody knows I'm here, you know, unless they walk around. It's such a cute little hiding place. And yeah, I just love how this turned out. Beautiful color. It's taking me a few minutes to decide what look I'm going for. This is a beautiful maidenhair fern. I just love it. It's so beautiful and delicate and just whimsical. So my first thought was to plant it in this blue and white pot that I got from Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for always thinking about me when you see blue and white. But I think I'm going to plant it in this other soup tureen that's just classic and white. And I'm going to put something else in here. I don't know yet what, but I think I'm going to put this here and then a different flower here. I think that's, I don't know, I think this is screaming more classy. So let's plant this up. I'm running out of soil and I'm just thinking, how many bags did I buy already? I think I'm at 6 bags of 60-liter bags. Yeah, that's okay. Costco has the best price. Okay, so let's plant this up. Or the proper word is let's pot it up. She looks so pretty in here. I love it. Now the only problem is there's no drain hole here. So I was going to leave it in some kind of plastic pot, but I've decided against it. I'm just going to have to watch the water on her because she doesn't like too much water, but no dryness either. I'm starting to pot up all the pots that are going to go on the fireplace on the porch. So this is definitely making the cut. The other fern that's making the cut to go onto the fireplace is this button fern that I've overwintered. It did pretty well. I'm surprised it survived. And I'm going to leave it in the terracotta pot. So last year I did all terracotta pots on the fireplace, and then I had one blue and white. I think this year I may mix it up with some white on the maidenhair fern and then the terracotta. I think that will be a perfect mix. I also have this elephant ear that I've been overwintering. It's not doing great, but it's not dead, and it's shooting other shoots here. So it may make the cut for the fireplace. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. I was going to pull this out, but I googled what it was. It's called Herb Robert. Apparently it's very smelly when you bruise it or touch it. It's kind of pretty. I'm going to leave it here. A little bit of pink. Yeah, it's so pretty. It says it's part of like the geranium family. She's so cute. I have a few of them. So I'm going to leave them because they are blooming. So while I'm taking a break working and weeding this garden, I just noticed something new that I want to show you. So look what germinated in my backyard. These beautiful phlox. I don't know where they came from. I didn't put them here, but they're stunning. And here we have some white ones. So wherever you guys came from, you're so pretty. Do you smell good too? Oh yeah, yes you do. You're beautiful. Welcome to my garden. And then I found some creeping buttercups just growing here. I did not put them there. I just love the surprises my garden gives me every week. She's so cute too. Oh, I've been at this for 3 hours, I think, on and off, just weeding and putting mulch and some fresh soil. I'm halfway done. That's it for today. No more, Maggie. You're gonna burn out, get yourself tired, or worse, get an injury from lifting heavy bags. I only had energy today because it was raining last night, so I didn't have to go to the garden center, so I had more time for my own garden. This is my angel garden and part shade, and every day it gives me gifts on something that is blooming or just doing really, really well. If you're wondering where the ducklings are from, I picked them up on Facebook Marketplace. You shouldn't even ask, where did Maggie get that? Of course, it's Facebook Marketplace. Those irises there, side of the road. Yep. Anyway, it looks so good. We're almost there. I know this stuff should be done like beginning of the season, but you saw what kind of weather Canada was having. We were having minuses, so there was no point to even come outside and start to even do anything. I like to know where my flowers are, where everything is planted, and then I work around it. But next year, definitely there will be a load of fresh soil coming. I had plans to move this peony either to the left here somewhere or to the right somewhere. Right is probably the better choice. There's more sun. Only because it blocks the view to the back of the garden and I feel like it cuts it. So that was supposed to be done beginning of May. I didn't do it because again, the weather, minuses were coming. I didn't want to move the roots, touch the roots, but that's on my to-do list. It looks beautiful here. I love it, but visually it makes more sense to leave this open so the eye can go to the back, all the way to the backyard. I don't know how many boxes I've gone through already. This is all weeds and stuff that doesn't belong. So we'll continue another day. This is another beautiful view through here. Fresh soil. It looks so pretty. The last thing I want to do before I go in, I think, is I want to plant the blue-eyed grass. And I think I want it here at the front. There, that big space, that's something special is coming. I've ordered it through the garden center. I'm hoping it arrives soon. I think between the Russian sage and catnip and the peonies, this blue-eyed grass is going to look beautiful right here. And I need to go get more fresh soil, so I will do that. So I'm going to pick up some fresh soil tomorrow. I'll fill this all up with fresh soil. I love this purple grass. It is so beautiful. It's called blue-eyed, but I see purple. So yeah, love how this looks. I filled up the little fountain for the birdies with fresh water. It looks so pretty. I love like the dark soil and the mulch. It just looks clean and like tended to. It doesn't have to be perfect. I live in the country. I do want a country feel garden, and that's what I'm going for with the wildflowers growing everywhere. But it's nice to have an area that's a little bit more manicured and taken care of and loved. And I think this looks beautiful. This fern, it's in its second year, and it's doing so well here under these beautiful trees. So yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow when I get more soil and more energy. And yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. I'm going to go have lunch now and read my book and maybe have an iced coffee. Oh, that sounds heavenly. So it's the next day and just had a little nappy. Can you tell by my eyes? Anyway, we're going to continue doing the garden. I had some stuff to do this morning. We went to Costco, picked up more soil. I had a nice afternoon with my son and took a nappy. It's a Sunday. And now I'm going to continue with this shade angel garden. Rocco is obviously not far behind. He's always supervising the backyard. He's always supervising what I'm doing. And I wonder what he's thinking. What is he looking at? Oh. Rocco poo. Rocco. Rocco, can you say hi to our friends? Turn here. Watch me. Rock, say hello to our friends. Rocco. I think we're both out of it. We both had a nappy. It looks so pretty, just what I did yesterday. So yeah, let me continue de-weeding everything here at the edge and then putting topsoil and some mulch. So the mosquito situation in the shade, they're just eating you alive. I don't know what's happening. I don't remember last spring having so many mosquitoes. They're just killing me here. Is the rain coming? It's after the rain, but that was Saturday. Oh my God, they're biting like crazy. So abort. We need to stop. The mosquitoes are just crazy. They're in my mouth. They're on my skin. They're everywhere. I'm not a wuss, but they're just everywhere. I think I waited too late after the sunset. Oh my God, they're just everywhere. Abort. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Okay, so I attempted this the next day and it worked. Mosquitoes are out, but not as bad as yesterday. They were just ferocious. They were eating me alive. But anyway, here is the finished. Well, is the garden ever finished? Hell no. I already have a hole ready for my order from the garden center. As I've mentioned in my other vlog, that I've ordered verbena, the tall one that shoots purple flowers. It hasn't arrived yet, but that's where it's going. So I'm super excited about that. I keep asking, did it arrive yet? Did it arrive yet? They're going to be sick of me soon. But that is the perfect spot. So in this corner here, I have yellow yarrow. Would I recommend it again? No. I've had to cut it back so many times. But it's a pop of color. I have a pink to a dark purple Rose of Sharon here. It's just a baby right now, so it hasn't even bloomed for me yet. I have a whole bunch of lavender hydrangea that I planted late in the season. So I had it in my terracotta pots by my potting shed. And in October, it was beginning of October, I took it out of the pot and just plopped it in the ground. It's not doing too great. I planted it late, but that was the whole purpose of me buying them, that they were in those yellow, in the terracotta pots. So I wasn't going to leave it in there. Garden center advised me to put it in the soil. It will do better because it's warmer underneath. Beautiful yellow loose strife plant there. I wasn't going to do yellow, but I happened upon it and it just gives it a pop of color here. And then beside the angel, I have a cornflower. I don't remember what color it is. There's a beautiful fern right in the back. Then this little limey thing is called Japanese spirea. I love a pop of lime in the garden. 2 of these pink catch flies. They're really cute. They shoot up more pink into the air. I like that. These flowers are described as magenta flower clusters. Aren't they cute? Then we have Russian sage there, blue-eyed grass, catnip, another cornflower. And then, of course, the show is all about the peonies. It's a huge one. It's ready to bloom any day. It's a little late. We're already in June, middle of June. And then the beautiful, stunning Siberian iris. It's ready to bloom. I can't wait. I showed you guys at the nursery how glorious hers is. I think she planted, she said, 6 pots of the irises together. That's why it's so spectacular. But that's okay. A few more years and this will be grand as well. Dane's rocket in purple here. It's usually mistaken for a phlox, but it's not. It's called Dane's rocket. Next to that, I have a daisy and it blooms these beautiful white and yellowy flowers. I'll show you an update later on. A salvia here. I didn't think it was going to come up, but it's doing really well. Bleeding heart, another fern. Some more cornflower. There's some daisies there. A few different colored hostas. 1, 2, 3. I have lily of the valley. I have an iris there that shoots like a lavender color flower. This whole section is mint. Then I have peony that I don't think it's going to do well here, but I'm going to leave it for now. There is a wild fern that I got in back of my backyard here, and then more catnip. And then this showed up without me planting it. It's a wild hound's tongue. I believe that's what it's called. I was going to take it out, but it does shoot these purple dark flowers, so I'm going to leave it for now. So yeah, this was quite a bit of work, lots of weeding. I've put mulch and fresh soil to keep the weeds at bay. I have a whole section to work on this side. I'm not going to even look at that. It's baby steps each day. And there's no point getting stressed because next year there'll be more weeds, so why get stressed? So here's the view from this side. Love my little ducklings. Everything looks kept. It looks loved. That's the word I'm looking for. It looks like somebody comes here, every other day, has a look, waters, sits underneath these beautiful trees, and plays in the garden. Okay, guys, I don't think you're going to see me clean until maybe October. I'm in the garden every day. I have mascara underneath my eyes, but it's all about the gardening season now. So yeah, this is what you get. Messy, full of leaves in the hair, dirty hands, dirty nails, Maggie. So this was so fun to do. I'm going to have to keep this up a lot because a lot of weeds grow here because of the shade. But it's always fun to come and spend time in my garden. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. I'm going to read my book now and I'm going to enjoy the evening. I'll see you in the next video.